What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome all back to Dragon Age Inquisition. As always, if you're new here or haven't yet, please do subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and of course, if you want to catch up on the rest of the Let's Play so far, go ahead and check the description below. I'll have the playlist down there in order for you guys, in case you want to catch up, just finding this video now. So today, I want to go feed the refugees real quick, while we know where all the rams are at. And then I think we'll go hit up Master Dennett. I think it'd be better to get to the farm early because there's a war table mission that it's going to ask us to do. And first things first, you, my friend, are going to die first, under all circumstances. I am not dealing with you. Unfortunately for me, my scatter shot hit the wrong person right there. What a waste. Let's back this up a little. Actually, I wonder how caltrops work. I don't think he'll run at me anymore. They got taunted. I think they just work like explosive mines. Like the enemy approaches you and then it explodes. Which works really good for the yo-yo because you yo-yo in, you can drop the caltrop and then you can do your little scatter shot shotgun blast to get out and then they'll just explode into everything essentially. One ram. There it is, ram meat. 1 out of 10. So we gotta kill a lot of these rams, so we'll be on the lookout as we're running around here.
One down.
Fennec fur is actually really good for crafting if we can get the drop from him. They don't always drop their goodies. The rams will because we have the quest, but Fennecs and things like that, that's kind of like an RNG lucky drop. But Fennec fur can be really good if you're crafting something that needs cloth, like leather. They have some interesting stats on them sometimes, and if you get lucky, you'll get a fade touched version of it. And that's where the real juice comes in. Go open him with a long shot, get him dead outright. Got another Fennec right there. Come on, give me the loot. Still no loot drop from him. I told you, it's rare to get them to drop their stuff. So it's worth just killing them when you see them. One long shot, get him dead instantly. Luckily we have Solus here, so he can kind of long shot them if they try to run. But it is way easier to do this kind of stuff if you play a mage yourself. Right now I'm just lucky that my ability one-shots them. It's funny too, if you put on the modifiers where some enemies have like certain traits, you can totally run into like unkillable rams and Druffalo that just do not die. Still no Fennec drop, huh? Would love you to freeze that for me, Solus. Thank you. Be a sweet time. This makes 6. It's not technically too bad of a waste of time, right? We're still getting XP per kill. I mean, it's teeny tiny baby XP, but XP is XP. You have corner trapped yourself, good sir. Goodbye. Wait, he didn't die. Holy shit. He ate all that damage and hiding behind the tree. That's 7. Is that a Fennec down here? I see the little blue dot. Suppose I'll have to be okay with the fact that I killed the Fennec by accident right there, not the ram. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk on up to this guy, nice and close, and then boom. Oh, I totally missed. Let's see what the caltrops do. Did they even explode? Did they just trap them? Maybe I gotta read that ability. Maybe they don't explode like I thought. Maybe that's a later add-on ability. Get some stamina regeneration, folks. My uptime on that's a little slow. They're pretty doomed though. Yeah, it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Templars faced a mage of any talent.
Oh yeah? Talking your shit? hoping they would have some Ferelden locks. Probably only the big armored guys that you'll get those out of. So we need 2 more rams. And since we're here, I'm happy to chop down some mages. And we got a Fennec drop that time, so... And there's my big Templar. Hopefully you have a Ferelden lock. I guess it's the right time to test that. Chop them down. Where are your friends? You look very lonely here by yourself. I should finish him off. Fennec Fur. Yeah, that's dexterity and crit chance. So Fennec Fur is a good one. Just leave my companions to do their own thing now.
Templars
My Ferelden lock.
caught in the middle. Some things never change.
Kind of the story of Kirkwall, right? It's all the innocent people in the in-between that really suffered from all that. We get lucky twice in a row. We cannot. Okay, we moved, so the ram should have respawned a little. There we go. Yeah, I figured we'll get the rams and the meat, and we'll go back down, turn that in, and then we'll cut up this mountain that way. And we'll get one of the camps. Because there's some ruins that I need to explore real quick along my way to Master Dennett. One more ram, one more ram.
One down.
Man. I mean, you're seeing how rare that is. How many have I killed? Like 7, 8? Gotten 1 drop? I'm like 1 for 8 right now. One more round. They don't respawn right away. It's not the end of the world, but it would be cool if they could just be here. Perfect distance for a long shot. I love how my party's just sitting back like I want them to. It's pretty perfect. It bugs me when they go running in, especially classes like Varric and Solus. Sometimes they'll just charge. It's one of those what the fuck are you doing moments. I feel like that sometimes in Mass Effect when I play with Tali. She'll just run at things and equip a shotgun by herself and just decide to ape the entire enemy. Okay, we need one more lock and one more ram. And here's my last ram. And they missed. Tragic. Oh, he came back. He'd like to die. I'd like to oblige. Pick that up. There we go. Luckily, the map is pretty good at telling you where you've been, so it's pretty easy to not miss things to explore. Once we get to Dennett too, we can pull out a mount here, and it'll make it way easier to rotate around. We won't have to just jog down the hill. There's some pretty cool mounts here too. You can get Drake mounts, you can get a Hala if you play your cards right. Some pretty cool stuff. This is where we're going, by the way. After we turn the meat in, we'll be cutting up here. Because you already saw the rift, and then this castle. There's some cool little goodies in there that I want. Go feed the refugees, head up there, get the landmark, get the camp, and then we can beeline to Dennett's. And we'll have to clear some rifts from Dennett too.
The Inquisition can find some way to help these people.
Working on it, Solus. These are the actual casualties of war, right? It's all the people in between that don't do anything but get caught in the crossfire and get punished for it when they don't even participate.
Bandits, demons, making it hard for a man to hunt for his supper.
Here, maybe this will help.
It more than helps. With this, I can fill these hungry bellies, give these folks some hope. I didn't think much of the Inquisition, but no one else is helping like you lot. Maybe I was wrong.
And interestingly enough, Solus only slightly approved of that. We didn't get a lot of his approval, just a teensy bit. You see, we only need 4 power to go to Val Ryo, where the Templars were called to, but we're gonna wait on that for a decently long while. I'm not in a rush to head to Val Ryo. I'm gonna try and be as thorough as I can, especially early. Get some early boosted levels, try and get this build up and running. I'm not sure. I'll try for a couple episodes to include a bunch of stuff and see how it goes. And then if I'm not liking the way it comes out, then I might just stick it to the main stuff. But I think it'll be fun to explore some of these areas and dig into some of the lore and things like that. Man, I've got a lot of Let's Plays on the table for me right now, too. I have the last Mass Effect game to play. I have Dispatch, which I'm completely blind on, but I've heard a lot about. I'd like to get a series of that going. One thing I am going to be skipping for this series is these skulls right here. I probably won't do that side quest. And if I do that side quest, it certainly won't be on camera, so I'll probably be giving that the old skip. Shade out first. Drop our aggro. Make sure Cassandra pulled everybody. We'll just sit back and chop that wood. Yeah, she's holding aggro and her health really good right now. She hasn't even lost her guard meter. And the beauty is, she'll keep it all for the next fight if we don't have her lose her. You lose aggro on that one on purpose because I said you were doing good. You do have to be careful with these rifts. If you go too far away, it'll heal. You do have to stick around. We'll drop aggro. Okay, this time, there we go. Now she walk right. Took her a while to do what I want her to do. I think too that every individual party member gets their own individual health potions, because Varric took a sip there and I'm on 7 out of 8. Okay, it's not. I'm wrong about that. It's all party wide. You're isolated, so we'll take a shot at you while you're pinned down. I already see the last one all the way back here in the ruins. I'll do the same thing to you. Get that early damage from a distance. Let him close. Jump out of his attack. And the rift is done.
You really think the conclave had a chance of making peace, Seeker?
You do not?
What was the Divine's plan? Bring everyone together and hope really hard they would all get along?
Most Holy did not confide her plan to me. Perhaps she thought they were tired of death and conflict.
When has that ever been true? For Templars or mages?
I will not mock a dead woman, Varric. She did what she could, and that is more than most.
I think Varric has a great point there, man. I know he's a little cynical, but when have they ever been tired of conflict? It's kind of a constant. I don't think there's ever been a time where they weren't. Even in the good circles, there's kind of always been friction, right? Even when they get treated really good, like the Origins, Ferelden's circle. They were all treated great there. Comes from a fundamental misunderstanding between the two of them, right? Mages are always seen as a danger by Templars, and Templars are always seen as a danger by mages. Even when they have a good working relationship, the fundamental starting point between them is still exactly the same. But at least from where I stand, that the relationship between the two of them is a necessity. I don't think Thedas would be a very safe place without circles for regular people. Exactly how people are getting caught in the middle now, right? Is it worth sacrificing, I don't know, a village of a couple hundred people every year just to have mage freedom? In your estimation? If you're a mage, you might say that that's worth it. But what if you're not a mage? What if your sister, or your wife, or your children are one of those people that you have to sacrifice for mage freedom? Would you still want mage freedom? easy to sit there as a mage, right? And say one way or the other. Then again, I guess it's also easy to say as a non-mage, one way or the other. But it's not like we're talking about executing people. There's only one version of that reality where people are died and sacrificed.
Kill that warrior!
I think the circles is probably the best way to coexist. I don't think you can really have a prosperous land with mages running around in freedom. I just don't see how it would make sense. One bad day away. They say absolute power corrupts absolutely, right? Well, mages have innate absolute power over the world around them. Just because they don't use it, because they don't feel like it on Monday, doesn't mean that if they have a really bad day on Tuesday that they won't do it. I know there's no way to know that, but since that's the reality, then you have to face that and start to look at ways to mitigate things, right? Again, how many codex have we read where entire villages just got slaughtered by one mage that had a bad day? One singular abomination can ruin an entire land, so... How do we get up there? I think we have to climb this, maybe. Let's see. Try and remember how to do some of this stuff. Up. Yeah, it's this way. Get on that ledge, and there we go. It's either hidden treasure or there's like a codex. It's treasure. There we go. It's Calenhad's Foothold. And it is rock armor recipe. Rock armor is a potion now, not a mage spell, I guess. Ring of crit chance is juicy. We'll be equipping that immediately. Can I drag this? I can. Beautiful. Cooldown amulet. 5% cooldown is majestic for us too. If we get another one, we'll go ahead and give that to Cassandra. Speaking of Cassandra, you are my tank, so you need resistances. And definitely an amulet of constitution. I think I might need to make Cassandra take a sip too. Popped off. I'll do it too. We're gonna go get a camp here, and when we rest there, it's gonna reset all of our goodies anyways. Get my parties with me. They're just being silly. Alright, so we keep pushing up. Camp is right ahead of us. And up here is Lake Thedas. I'm gonna take a quick little look up here to get my bearings. Okay, yeah, we're not messing with Lake Thedas yet. We're gonna have to come there for a later quest here, so there's no point in going there now. Just have to backtrack. We'll get everything the first time I'm there. Just iron.
This would be a good place to set up camp.
It would. And we got some new shrooms.
Nothing.
Spectre acquisitions, prisoner cages. We'll craft that up. And then we gotta double down on this again. What's the next one?
What is it?
This could help us.
Okay, that one, we've finally hit one that I'm not going to do. At a certain point, the reward you get for doing the requisition outweighs the cost. And this early, giving them Drakestone and stuff is way too pricey just for a little bit of influence that we can get from doing quests. So that's why I'm going to stop the Hinterlands requisition. I'm not willing to give them that much. Is this another map? It is indeed another map. Map to a waterfall. There's some statues and a waterfall around the bend. Keep an eye on it. You don't have to look too hard for those. You get the little glowing thing on your search bar when you get close to something like that. So as long as you're spamming that constantly. I don't have to worry about it too much. I love how you can hear all the fighting down here in the valley. That's actually where the Templars are. In that castle right there. That's where the Templars are holed up. I recall that. I just, for some reason, don't have the quest for them. But it looks like we have to kind of cross through that battlefield to get to Dennet. I thought you could take a shortcut up here, but it doesn't look like it. So, maybe we'll take care of the Templars this episode, then. We have to pass it anyways. No point waiting on that. If we are high enough level, even. I don't even know if we are level 4. It's been pretty smooth sailing so far.
The apostates have gone mad with power.
I see just as many Templars.
Even now in my own party in the middle of the Civil War. Still passing blame around. It's hard to come up with a who's right or wrong here. I know who started it, and there was a mage who started it, but Anders isn't the voice of all mages in Thedas, right?
If we are to secure the alliance.
They don't all share his blame, but it seems like the mage circles rebelled after what happened to the circle in Kirkwall. Or maybe this was all just like a striking off point. Ultimately, they proved Anders right, which is that's a slight on everybody involved. Templars and mages, that you let Anders be right about your nature. And you let somebody like that predict your events and manipulate them in a way to get what he wanted. That's a slight for all of them. He got taunted in the middle of his charge to attack me, that's funny. Let's keep clearing the field. Oh, you're level 8. That might be a problem. That might be a really big problem. Screw it. I'll try. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Okay, she healed by herself. That's good. Come on, you're almost dead. Jeez, they hit hard. Okay, let's try and do something here. I need you to taunt. Okay. Controller's balls, which is a weird map for it. There is just one left. I think we managed to sneak that fight out. Okay.
I doubt these were mere bandits. They moved with the efficiency of a trained group.
Yeah, you think? You might be onto something there, Solus. You know what? That was so close, and I don't know when I'm running into more level 8s. I'm going to save. You're level 4 again, okay. That's not that bad, we can handle this. Baited your dumbass. Need to help your mage friend. That's the cool part of leap and shot. You can get a couple more abilities that help you evade damage like that too. That's the kind of thing where if you time it right, you basically you get a free dodge on an attack and deal a shitload of damage. Gotta try and explain the build potential to you guys as we go. I would prefer not to have had you spawn right there on me, but I suppose there's no choice. Drop my aggro just in case he was about to chase me. He's stuck on the wall like a dum-dum, so he gets to go to the afterlife. Man, I just wanted to loot, and there's like an entire army fighting in this valley. He's gonna get blocked by the rock. That doesn't eat your cooldown though, I don't think. That's good. Oh, this guy brought himself right where I wanted him to be. Thank you. Okay. Seems to be okay right now.
Too many refugees out here. Reminds me of Kirkwall during the Blight.
Yeah, Kirkwall was a mess. They had a similar situation too, right? All the refugees flooded in from everywhere, just wanting a way to be safe, a way home. Of course, you push my party instead of the mages right behind you. Just hold the aggro, Cassandra. Thodas' squishy ass cannot handle the smoke from that guy. I'm not aggroed by anybody else yet, so let's just mosey on back this way. Man, there's so much fire in here that I'm gonna end up running way too late to get to den at this episode. Gotta chop through like an entire army. Got him with long shot. Yeah, the combat system in this game is super simplified. I mean, it's the recipe for Veilguard, right? So you basically set up your tactics briefly, and then you just wait for battlefield opportunities to pop your kit. If somebody's distracted like that, or somebody gets frozen, pop something that can shatter. You don't really have to set anything up yourself, they'll just do it for you. I landed in fire, let's move before that kills me. I think Solus popped Dispel there, and it didn't work for him, he died in the end, but I think that's what he tried to do. Lucky bastard. Okay. Can I get a breather on the constant enemy spawn in this valley? Please. I don't think they stop either. I think this is a perma spawn until you clear both camps out of the valley. Because like I said, the Templars are over there in that castle, and then the Mages are in the Witchwood on the other side. And I think until you get rid of their home bases, I think they just continue to spawn in like this. So, we should probably get the hell out of this valley sooner rather than later. Lockpick this. I have no potions to give Solo, so he's just gonna have to deal with being 1 HP for a little bit. That's just our Dwarven history. We already know how all that stuff works if you watch my Origins playthrough. I think... There we go, yeah. Mosaic piece. That's what's in there. It's a little hidden goodie. Can I get out of here without burning to death? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I don't have to hit the fire. I think there's one of those skull fracture pieces in there too, but we're not worried about that yet. Let's take this gap while we have the opportunity to take the gap. And then we'll come back and deal with them whenever we can. We have Witchwood to deal with too. Okay, we have no health potions here, so I'm going to try to take a very good position on them, if I can. Just hope for the best on all this. Sandra is refusing to do the things I want her to do, so I'm going to try to be cheeky. I'm going to try to cheese this a little, because we have no health at all. Drop all of my aggro immediately. I'm going to let Cassandra pull the aggro on that, and I'm going to try to stun them. We need to get at least one of them dead, because if we get caught in a death loop with them, it's going to hurt really bad. That attack that he's doing right there is the loop that I don't want to get stuck in. everybody but Cassandra. Thank God you had a payback strike. Thank God that stun went off. Okay, we pulled that out of our butt. We gotta pull that out of our ass. The HP of my party right now is absurdly low. But we closed the rift. We got it done. That's the important part. You drop anything worth how sweaty that was? No, but we have an item to give Manev for research, so... Where's my closest camp here? Red Lyrium, whatever that is. This is the camp in Dennett's Farm. If I can make it to Dennett's Farm and rest up, I can backtrack and do whatever I want. But if I can make it to Dennett's camp is very questionable. Alrighty, so I did end up going back to camp just to reset my health quickly. I didn't feel like chancing that. Super low HP, and I didn't want to just end up in a death loop, you know? Our apostate stronghold is literally right there. Templar and his brother. There's a rift right there. Red Lyrium, and this also is a Templar stronghold, so I think... might be a good idea to just loot this cabin, and then wrap up, and then next episode we'll take care of the apostates in Witchwood, and then we'll double back for the Templars. And then after we take care of the Templar stronghold here, we literally just cut right up into Dennett's place. That will probably be a better... Cabin key required. Find the key to the cabin. Yeah, that might be a little better of an idea than to do what I was originally going to do. And to be honest, even if I wanted to, I don't think we're getting to Dennett's this episode. Not without fighting through a gigantic horde of Templars again in that open field. So I'll probably split it here, and then I'll do the Templar stronghold and then the Witchwood place. Assuming they're not going to be level 8s. It might be a better idea for me to just run past these guys. Anyways, I'll decide next time, so thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment on your way out, and I will see you soon with more Dragon Age Inquisition. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.